Planelord is a sealed format that consists of 100 card decks using only the cards released within a single plane. Similar to Commander, players choose a card to lead the deck that can be cast from the command zone, or Lord zone as we would call it. This Lord is any planeswalker of the player's choice and is not limited to the plane that they choose. This format does not restrict players to playing cards within their Lord's color identity, nor is it a singleton format. Players may have up to 4 copies of any card and use any of the cards in their plane's card pool. How to determine that card pool? The quickest way I've found is to go to this site where someone has done the Lord's work for us. Please support. The planes listed here are in alphabetical order, and the booster sets released within them are listed. All sets released within the plane of the player's choice make up the card pool. For example, if I chose Kamigawa as my plane, my card pool becomes Champions, Betrayers, Saviors, and Neon Dynasty. And I add any planeswalker of my choice, and I'm off to the races. As you can see, Dominaria boosts a huge pool for card selection, and previously, back in 2022, 2023, I had Dominaria split into New and Old Kingdom, but I don't think having access to the whole of Dominaria's sets is actually going to make the format miserable at all. I don't think it's going to make anything super broken. And as a matter of fact, I challenge someone to make a broken, need to be restricted Planelord deck using Dominaria. Commander sets and cards are excluded even if they were an extension of the plane. For example, the Commander sets released alongside Ikoria, while being released alongside the Standard set, and for the most part probably taking place in that plane, they're not included in this format. A good rule of thumb is if it can't be pulled from the booster set, it is not allowed. It is not a legal card for Planelord. Planelord casting, recasting, zone changing is very much the same as the Commander format. The tax is 2 additional mana for each time cast beyond the first. When your Planelord changes zones, the player has a choice to return them to the Lord zone. This format was intended for players who like thematic jank, versatile deck building challenges, and a love for or personal connection to one or more points of Magic the Gathering's rich lore. It's a format that welcomes and even dares players to bring out the most flavorful potential within a sealed environment. I'll be releasing a longer video with more in-depth reasonings behind the format's creation, but I really wanted this video to be a quick reference guide for players who want to get started. Does Planelord sound like a flavor challenge you would enjoy? Check out these 2 games to see what kind of potential we are pulling out of the format, with many more games to follow, including 4-player games. Like and subscribe so that you don't miss the uploads. Until then, take care, and if you want to challenge other lords online, I'll have a link to the Discord in the description.
I will play a forest and pass.
Okay, I will draw an island and pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I'll play a swamp. Pass turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I will play a plains and I will pass a turn.
Right. Untap, upkeep, draw. I will play a forest. Pass the turn.
Okay. Draw a card. I will play a mountain, pay 3. And we'll start with a Drake Haven. And I will pass turn.
At the end of your turn, I will pay 3 to Haro 2 forests and put them onto the battlefield. Shuffle. Then I will move to my turn. Untap, upkeep, draw. I will pay 4 for a Hedron Archive. Then I will play a Misty Rainforest Pass turn.
Okay. Draw. First thing we'll do, we'll pay 2. We will cycle a Desert of the Glorified and trigger Drake Haven. Pay 1. Create a Drake. Draw a card. No. Candy slow tapped. Pass.
I will untap, upkeep, draw. I will tap 6 and cast Rampaging Baloths. Then I will tap 1, pay 1, tap the Misty Rainforest and sacrifice it, pay 1 life to go grab a forest. Oh, enters the battlefield untapped. And I will make a beast token. Pass turn.
Tap, draw. And just play an irrigated farmland. Tapped. Feels bad doing this. But I think we commit and bounce that to your hand. Or actually, second from the top.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we pass turn.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw. Pay 2 for Lotus Cobra. Then I will pay 4 for Momentous Fall, sacrificing the beast. I will gain 4 life and draw 4 cards. Not a single land. Yep, can't do nothing else. Pass turn. Was banking on drawing a land in the next 4 cards.
Draw. We'll do a Desert of the Mindful tapped. We pay 5 to fairy. Comes out with 4. We're gonna go up 1. Draw a card, and at the beginning of the next end step, I untap 2 lands. So I will draw a card. Hoping I would draw into an untapped land, but I did not. Like Desert of the Mindful.
Mm-hmm.
And at
How you
the
feel?
end of turn, I will untap irrigated farmland and a
Canyon Slow.
Canyon Slow. And pass over.
Alright. Untap, upkeep, draw.
The opponent.
The opponent. Hello, everyone. It's Seth.
Better known as Saffron Olive.
And it's time for another edition of Against the Odds. Man, just the fact that I've missing land drops
And
is
Zendikar
crazy.
is wild.
It's wild.
Not even with archive out there, make something shake.
I mean, like, the thing is that, like, but not having landfall triggers. Like,
Yeah.
what's the running stuff out and having nothing to do with it, or like being able to run something out but not get as much back? Like, it's unfortunate. I'm gonna pay 3 for a retreat to Hagra,
Okay.
and then I will roiling regrowth, sacrificing a forest. I have 1 green floating.
Okay.
And I'll go grab a tapped swamp. I'll get a black floating. And you will lose 1 life and I will gain 1 life.
Okay.
Shuffle.
39.
I'll go up to 44. All right. 2 floating. And I will use those 2 floating to cast Tajaru Preserver. And I will pass turn.
Can't cause you to sacrifice, okay?
I don't know if that will be relevant.
At the end of your turn,
Mm-hmm.
I will tap to cycle a Vile Manifestation. Draw a card. We pay 3 here. You get out a Kefnet, the Mindful. 5/5 flying indestructible. Can't attack or block unless I have 7 or more cards in hand. I have 6. I can pay 4 to draw a card, and then I can return a land to my hand if I want to. I will then go up onto Fairy. Draw a card. Okay. I believe we pass.
Okay. All right, I will untap, upkeep, draw.
Oh, untap these 2 lands from Fairy.
I will tap green, black, 2 colorless, leave 1 colorless floating for Painful Truths, so I can draw 2 cards and lose 2 life. Play a Force as my land for turn. I'll make a black mana,
Okay.
and you will lose 1 life, and I'll gain 1 life.
Okay.
Pay 4 for Oracle of Moldiah. Play with the top card. Response. Oracle of Moldiah on the stack.
Yeah, I'm gonna respond to that.
Okay.
I'm gonna pay 3. I'm gonna cast Countervailing Winds. I counter it unless you pay 1 for each card in my graveyard.
Yeah, it's not happening.
Okay.
Counter.
Yeah.
Nope, that's gonna be it.
Okay.
Pass.
Draw. 1, 2, 3. Oh well. I guess the proper thing to do is draw first. Draw a card. Same thing. 4. Curator of Mysteries. Whenever I cycle or discard another card, I scry 1. We'll deal 5 in the air.
Okay. Good out of 38.
And then we'll end the turn untapping 2 islands. Pass.
Okay. Draw. I'll pay 6 for Oran Reef Hydra.
That's a big boy.
That is a large man.
Buddy, the trample.
Trampool. And I might just have a forest in my hand.
You might, rabbit. Yeah, it's fine.
Alright, Oran Reef resolves.
Yep.
Play a forest as my land for turn.
Mm-hmm.
Put 2 +1 counters on him, and I will make a green mana from Lotus Cobra. I will use the floating and 1 for Bear Umbra, targeting Oran Reef Hydra.
That's good.
Okay. Alright. Oh, did I have you lose 1 and gain 1 from forest? Okay. You lose 1, gain 1.
Okay.
And pass turn.
I will. End of your turn. Cycle Wandering Death, which will allow me to first scry. I will trigger that. That's on the stack. I will scry. Put that on the bottom. Make another Drake. Draw a card. And yeah, okay. Tap. Draw. We'll go with a Fetid Pools tapped. We'll draw a card with the fairy. Oof. Drew 2 islands. Mountain, plains. I'm going to cast Kefnit's Last Word
Okay.
and take control of a permanent.
That's unfortunate.
No.
Is this yours now?
Yeah, it's just mine.
Damn.
My lands don't untap on my next turn.
Well, enjoy.
Well, he doesn't have haste.
It does not.
I can only attack with Kefnit. 5 in the air.
All right, I'll take 5.
And then I'll pass.
All right. Untap, keep, draw. Well, looks like I'm gonna have to do it. It's sad.
Uh-oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Oh, forgot. I have 2 lands. That's great.
7. I will scour from existence. My ordinary fighter.
Oh my gosh, I'm only working with 4 land next turn.
No, it's fine. He's gonna untap my lands anyway.
Right. When I attack you, you untap your lands. Alright, he's exiled.
All right. Darumba will go to the graveyard. And Oran Reef Hydra is exiled. But I don't have anything else to do after that. So I pass.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw. Ah,
Mm-hmm.
it cost me. It cost me.
Did you untap 2 lands at the end of your turn
did.
last turn?
I did, yeah, I did. I will Alta Fairy.
Yep. What does that emblem do? You just
Draw
exile
a card, I
something
get
when
the
you
exile
draw?
permanent, yeah.
Yeah, this game might be over at this point now. Because I remember when I played that in Standard, it was pretty much when that happened, it was over.
Yeah,
That emblem is rough.
so it's a fairy emblem.
I mean, you can still cast him again, though, is the thing.
Right, yeah. It's a fairy emblem. We will enter combat.
I have no
And
flyers.
No flyers, so we'll go 9 in the air.
Okay. 25.
We'll cycle a lay claim. Scry. Thank you. Draw. And we'll exile retreat the aggro. I will play a land for the turn. It's exactly what I wanted. Vizier of Tumbling Sands. When I cycle him, I get to scry. I get to untap a permanent. Tap or untap a permanent. And then I draw. And then we'll get the Lotus. Yep. And we'll pass her.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had one more thing.
Okay.
Island to cast Hollow One. I cycle twice, so it costs 4 less.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Pass.
So untap, upkeep, draw. I will pay 6 for Ancient Green Warden.
Reach, okay.
I will play from my graveyard. Wait, no, before I do.
Mhm.
That's right. Pay 3 for a Scute Swarm. Response?
Nope.
Look, I just got to make enough of this where you can't just exile me out of the game. That's the plan here. You're going to play Critter Control. So Ancient Green Warden. Off of that, I'm going to play a Misty Rainforest. Landfall triggers twice, so I will make 2 copies of Scute Swarm. So I have 3 total.
Damn. Okay.
Mhm. Sacrifice Misty Rainforest.
Okay.
Go grab a forest. Trigger, trigger. So I will make, I have 3. And that doubles from there, so I get to make 6, so I'll have 9.
All right.
9 Scute Swarms.
All right.
All right, we're not out of the game yet. Draw your cards.
All right.
Draw
I will
your cards.
Untap.
Wait. Draw your last pathetic card, Yugi.
Alright, so we'll untap. We'll draw a card. We'll exile the Green Warden.
Yeah.
We'll start with him.
First step on creature control.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. New perspectives. When it enters, I draw 3 cards. We'll get started. 3 of them. But it says that as long as I have 7 or more cards in hand, I may pay 0 rather than pay cycling cost.
Oh, excellent.
So
All right.
we'll cycle of Feather Pools, draw a card, exile 1.
Mm-hmm.
We will cycle of Wasteland Scorpion, scry, draw that. Get 1 more.
Yep.
Okay. We'll play a Swamp as the land for turn. We'll cycle Forsake the Worldly. Put that, get the scry. Put that on the bottom. Draw a card. Okay, got 1. All right, we will
I'm expecting just lose all of these.
scry. Put that on the bottom.
Bro, I made 9 of these.
Right? Draw a card.
Fucking 5 fairy.
We'll cycle Hollow One. Scry. Cycle Nimble Obstructionist. Scry. Draw a card.
Say goodbye to Exodia.
We'll cycle a Nimble Obstructionist. Draw a card. Yeah.
Like Tajiru Preserver ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, and then I will present the game-winning crippling play, Shadow of the Grave. I return to my hand all cards in my graveyard that I cycled.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So
what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think 8 cards.
I will concede.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can exile permanents.
Yeah.
So it'd be like lands.
Yeah.
All right,
At this
GGs.
point, yeah.
GGs.
I'll play a Verdant Catacombs, sack it, pay life, grab a forest. Pass turn.
I will draw. Let's see. We play a Desert of the Mindful tapped. And then we pass.
And tap up, keep draw. Swamp, pass.
Draw. Do a Canyon Slow and pass.
Draw. Swamp. Tap 3. Scoot Swarm.
Jeez.
Pass.
Right out of the gate.
Right out the gate.
Draw. Do a Plains. And pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Play a forest. I'll get a 1/1 insect. And this sapperling will be my insect. And then I will pay 3, 2 green and 1 for Kazandu Mammoth.
Jeez, please.
I'll enter combat. Swing for 1.
You got it.
Pass turn.
39. End of. We tap for a swamp and we cycle Razaketh's Right. Draw a card. Pay 2 and cycle a Vizier of Tumbling Sands. Draw a card. Buddy. I think we play a Plains. Good sir.
Alright.
And I pass the turn.
Alright. Untap, upkeep, draw. Play a swamp. Trigger, trigger. Just gets +2/+2. So I'm just gonna keep track of that with 1 trigger.
Yeah.
So I'll get another insect.
Mm-hmm.
Then I will pay 3 for Harrow. I will sacrifice Swamp. Go get 2 basics. I'll get a Swamp and a Forest. When those enter, I will have 6 lands.
So when those enter, this is going to trigger twice, right?
Yes, and because it will see 6 lands, it will make 2 more Scoot Swarms.
I will respond.
Okay, so Harrow on the stack? Or respond to the Scoot Swarm triggers?
Man, I should have responded to Hera on the stack.
Do you want me to roll it back?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
That's fine.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Harrow on the stack.
Hera on the stack. I will.
Swamp still
that's all
has to
good.
be sacrificed.
That's all good. I
Like, will you get Fierce Guardianship in there? Is that
That's a commander card.
I was about to say, like, I don't think that's like an
That's a
Omnic
commander
card.
card. I have to bounce that second from the top. Commit.
Okay. Well, wait. So this response, this puts it in set, and then this would go off still, right?
Yeah.
So this will just get shuffled in.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll just have 2 more Kazandu Mammoth triggers. So we still get the Forest and the Swamp.
Yeah, my bad, man.
That's cool. No worries.
I hate allowing players to do that, though.
It's okay.
Because I think it teaches them bad
It
timing.
does.
Yeah, bad, like, critical thinking for in the timing of spells.
Okay.
And so
It's
we're
alright.
like, well, in hindsight, and it's like, I knew that was going to trigger twice.
So I will enter combat.
Yep.
I'll swing for 9.
Yes.
Or I guess make it 10. We'll swing one of these at you.
Okay.
Just an even 10.
At 29.
Alright. Pass turn.
Pain, but I got dude off the board. Draw.
Yeah, that thing's a menace.
Buddy. It's Heart of the Cards. Cycle a Wandering Death. Cycle a Hieroglyphic Illumination. Good God. Play a Canyon Slow. And pass.
Okay. Untap. Draw. Play Swamp. Trigger.
Yep.
Pay 5 for Nissa.
Oof.
Sorry.
Getting nasty.
Yep. I will untap a Forest. Becomes a 5/5 elemental with haste. It's still land. Then I will enter combat. Hit you for 12.
17.
Pass after that. Until my next turn. So it's still technically a creature. You could kill that Forest if you wanted to.
Yes, I do. And I do want to do that.
The board wipe.
One I don't really like playing, but yes.
And do what you gotta do in the Planelords.
You do what you gotta do in Planelords. Oh. Wait. I don't have a second blue source still.
It's hard to tell with the non-color ink.
Yeah. I'm not gonna play that Desert of the True. I need to... Buddy.
Gotta stem the bleeding, dog.
You're gonna alt miss either way. Yeah, feels bad. 1, 2, 3, 4 for Bonsu's Last Reckoning. Destroy all creatures.
Okay.
My land's still untap next turn. Pass.
Okay. I'll untap, keep, draw. And I will, in fact, alt. I'll get a Nissa emblem. Whenever a land enters the battlefield, I may draw a card. Play a Forest. I will draw a card. Then I'll pay 6 for Agadeem's Awakening. Return from your graveyard to the battlefield any number of target creature cards. Each have a different converted mana cost, X or less. So the only one is Kazandu Mammoth.
Okay.
That will enter. And I'll pass turn.
Pain. Draw. Play a irrigated farmland tapped. Pass.
And tap, upkeep, draw. Play a forest, draw a card, trigger. A 1 black for Vampiric Rites.
Okay.
Then I will enter combat, swing for 5.
Got it. 12.
Okay. Main phase 2. Pay 4 for Momentous Fall, sacrifice, draw 5, and gain 5. Go up to 44. Pass after that.
All right, untapping. Finally, with 2 blue sources. Draw. No creatures on the battlefield?
No creatures on the battlefield.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We will try and sneak out of the fairy.
Hello, Idris.
Hello, Idris. Idris Elba. We'll go up to 5. Draw a card. Do not believe I played a land.
I don't think so.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Play a Desert of the True. Tapped and end of turn we'll untap and irrigated farmland and the canyon slow.
Okay.
And pass the turn.
Okay. All right. Untap, upkeep, draw. I will pay 3 for Retreat to Hagra.
Okay.
Play a Swamp as my land for turn.
Mm-hmm.
Trigger, draw a card. Lose 1, gain 1.
Okay.
Pay 3 for a Nighthawk Scavenger. Equal to 1 plus the number of card types among cards in your opponent's graveyard. How many card types in your graveyard?
I have sorcery, instant, creature.
3. Okay, so he's a 4/3 currently. I will denote that with a 4 die here.
Okay.
Flying, Death Touch, Lifelink. Then I will pay 2 for a Trailblazer's Boots.
Bruh.
Pass turn.
Oh. Yeah. Untap. Trailblazer Boots. Was not expecting that. Draw. We'll draw off to fairy. 6. Draw a card. We'll go 1, 2, 3. Cast a Kefnet the Mindful.
Cards in hand.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
We'll untap 2 lands. And pass it.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw. I will play a Marsh Flats. Lose 1, gain 1.
Buddy.
Gain 1. I'm going to immediately lose that 1. Pay 1, sacrifice. Go grab a forest.
Okay.
And you're going to lose another, and I'll gain another back.
At 9.
And I'm supposed to draw cards for this too.
Yeah.
So draw 2. Pay 7 for Nissa.
Okay.
Plus 1. Make a forest 5/5 with haste.
Mm-hmm.
I will pay 2. And I will attempt to equip the Force with the Trailblazer's boots.
I am a bad player. Man, that would have been so sick.
Oh,
That's okay. That's okay. No, we're not going back in time.
dropped combos.
Dropped combos. But
Would have been sick if it worked though.
I will pay 3 and
Okay.
I will cycle Nimble Obstructionist and counter that ability.
Okay. All right. All right. So then I will enter combat, and both of these are going to come into Fairy. 5/5 and a 4/4 flying Death Touch lifelink.
I'm going to cast out,
Okay.
and that will exile Nighthawk, and then Teferi will take 5
Okay.
because I no longer have 7 cards.
Mm-hmm. I was like, I have to force something.
Yeah. All right.
All right. I will pass turn after that.
Okay. Can only afford to go up with Teferi.
He's like, I gotta hit Nissa. Can't be having you draw more cards.
Buddy,
I need 7 in the grip now.
I think I do it like this, though. This is the problem is you still got the boots.
I do still have these boots. They were made for walking. Those deserts, that's just walking. That's just elbow room. That's Lebensraum.
What's Nissa at?
6. She can ult again.
1, 2, 3, 4. Last word.
Second from the top.
Take Nissa. Nope, I gain
Take
control.
control.
Yeah.
Man, I can't do nothing about that, man.
We'll take Nissa.
Yep. Go ahead and make that emblem.
We will go ahead and make that
Did
emblem.
you play your land for turn already?
No,
Oh, there you go.
I'll make a Nissa emblem.
All right.
We will play a Fetid Pool tapped. Pain. Oh, well, that won't be a creature next turn.
No.
Right. So, yeah, we just passed the turn. I don't get my lands won't untap on my next step. I think I untapped these 2 blues, though, of course.
But of course.
But of course. But Kefnit can't attack or block right now.
All right. I will untap.
Yep.
Upkeep. Draw for turn. Pay 6 for Rampaging Baloths.
Yep.
Play a Marsh Flats as my land for turn. Make a beast. Sack it. Go get a forest. And get another beast.
Mm-hmm.
No force in the top half. Oh man. Starting to run out of lands. My land, my land. A land I can claim. A land I can tame. Make another beast. Pay 2 and attempt to equip the Baloth with Blazer's Boots.
Yep.
Okay. We're blazing. Oh, retreat to Hogla triggers too. My bad.
Okay.
Drain 2.
Was it drain 1 life?
I played a fetch land.
Ah, okay. 7.
Mm-hmm. Then I will play a Scoop Mob and a Tajaru Preserver.
Okay.
And I'll pass turn.
All right. Well, I needed an untapped land source.
It's those deserts, man. The cycling lands.
It's the price I have to pay.
That's just the lay of the land in Amonkhet.
Right.
Over here, we're like, I don't know. I'm playing with fetches.
Beast plus the rest of your creatures
Yeah.
is game.
Scoop Mob's gonna be a 5/5/2 on my upkeep. Yeah.
I was so close, I just drew into it too late. Approach of the second sun.
Approach of the second sun.
Only giving me 7 more life.
Yeah.
And I think I...
I think I even missed my draw triggers. Like I should have like 2 more
Well,
cards.
let me see what... I draw off of the fairy. GG.
GG. You shouldn't have looked.
Shouldn't have looked. Embarrassing. Embarrassing.
That was great.